Hi, I am, or rather was, a non-traditional student. I graduated from Catawba College this past May. And since I've heard the term non-traditional for the last couple of years, I thought it would be appropriate to talk in a non-traditional way. Do you remember everything you learned in school, or do you remember just what you considered important? Today, I'm challenging you to expand what you feel is important. When we started school, we all learned to share everything, play fair, don't hit people, put things back where you found them, clean up your own messes, don't take things that are not yours, say you're sorry when you hurt someone, and wash your hands before you eat. Flush every time you go into the bathroom, and that warm cookies and cold milk are always good for you. You learn to live a balanced life. You learn to drink some, draw some, paint some things, sing, dance, play, and work a little every day. Naps are always great in the afternoon. And when you get out into the real world, watch out for traffic and hold hands and stick together. You need each other. And be aware of the wonder around you. Remember the little seed in the styrofoam cup. The roots go down and the plants go up, and nobody really knows why, but we're all like that. And then remember your first reader, the most important word you learned was look. These are the things that I, or we, all learned in kindergarten. So why do I bring these things up at an energy summit? It's so I can say the real trouble with the world is too many people grow up and they forget what they learned in kindergarten. Today, we define energy in physics. It's the ability to do work. Objects can have energy by virtue of motion, called kinetic, by virtue of their position or potential energy, or by the virtue of their mass, E equals mc squared. Where do we learn about the human factor and energy? How many of us today are thinking about one great project or a really great idea? Do you think you're doing it alone? Or do you realize that you can dream, create, design, and build the most wonderful place or environment in the world, but it still requires people to make your dreams a reality? How we treat people, whether in the business world or in life, determines their energy on any given project. If you have a group of volunteers that come in and they work really hard, and at the end of it, you don't acknowledge them, you don't say thank you, and you don't acknowledge in any form their contribution, they're made to think, why bother? Now, that, my friends, to me is a no-brainer, and yet many of you are going to wonder why that happens. Now take the same project and have the same group of people come in, but lead by example. Remembering to ask how people are and take a moment to let each person know that the project is better because of their involvement in it. Now you have learned the secret of harnessing energy, and you've learned about sustainability. This same group of people now believes in you and what you're doing, and they're willing to give you their time, their renewable or sustainable energy. In most cases, this core group of people will bring family and friends. So take the time to learn a little something about the people you work with and who work with you. People innately want to help. We've seen this time and time again in every major disaster. In kindergarten, we all learned to work as a team, always saying thank you and please. Yet, as adults, we go to businesses asking for their time and their resources, and most of us forget to say thank you, or write a note and let the person or the businesses know how much their contribution meant to us, or to the success of the project. Those same people are shocked when they go back to the well and they start hearing no, because they forgot what they learned in kindergarten about a lost renewable energy. I just came back from visiting Walt Disney World, and the one thing that will stay with me most is something that is written everywhere in the park. It was one of Mr. Disney's favorite sayings. Whatever we accomplish belongs to our entire group, a tribute to our combined efforts. In other words, nothing we do by ourselves, and we do through the force of humans. If a man as pioneering and with the foresight of Disney can acknowledge that we must go back to kindergarten to save our most precious resources, the human spirit, then shouldn't we also take this lesson of sustainability to heart? I will end with this. Our heritage and ideals, our codes and our standards, the things we live by and teach our children are preserved and diminished by how freely we exchange ideas and feelings, but most importantly, by how involved we are in how we treat those around us. I hope you will take the time to remember what you learned in kindergarten, and thank you for your time.